perfect, just a small reminder of how to play perfect when it comes to just an accompaniment. So the easiest thing, at least for my voice, it's just to play it in C major. And in that particular case, you do have just 4 chords as per all pop songs. So C major is the first one, then afterwards, and I do suggest to use that particular inversion of that C major chord, so G, C, E. And each chord, just strike it 4 times, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a good idea to give yourself a little bit of an intro. Then afterwards, so the second chord is going to be A minor, which is just here. For the bass it's A. Over here, all you need to do just basically move your thumb over here to A minor. Then we jump, and that's just easier to jump to F major, and then up to G. So when it comes to the relationships between the chords, it's that one chord, just for those of you who know about it, and then it's our relative minor. Then we jump to our subdominant, our 4th chord. Then it's up to G, our 5th chord. So 1, 6 minor, which is a relative minor, then it's 4, and then it's 5. And obviously you can play it in any key you like. He plays it originally in G, if I'm not mistaken, so which is going to be exactly the same thing. Again, you can use the inversion here, so G major, then you can go to so afterwards it's just our relative minor, which is going to be E minor. Then we go to our 4th chord, it's going to be C, and then it's up 1 note, so which is going to be a 5th chord, and it's a D major chord. Okay, but let's come back to that C major, and I'll just play for you and try to sing, which is not my best part, but there you go. So give yourself a little bit of an intro, so play that C major chord, I don't know, maybe 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th count we start singing. I found a love for me. On me we change to A minor. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. You can stop in here, or you can just continue playing that chord for me. Because we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Now about that time, you can play just G major chord if you want to, or you can make it even better, so once you go to C and then to G. Just listen to the difference. Sorry, I just need to remind myself of the melody. I will not give you up this time. See? Sounds nice, doesn't it? Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. And then we go to the chorus, and on the chorus it is the same chords, only you just play them differently. Perfect by Ed Sheeran. So now we do go to the chorus. So what goes on in there, like I said, so we do have the same chords, only we just play them in different order. It is going to be A minor, which is our relative minor. Then we do go to F major. Then it is a C major, our tonic, and back to, and then we move to the 5th chord, so to our dominant. So here it is. So 6 minor, 4 chord, tonic, and then our dominant. So here it is. like I mentioned in the previous video, so we do have the same chords all the time, the same 4 chords as per always. It's very simple, 1, 4, 5, and our relative minor. Very, very simple. And he plays it in G major, so I do suggest you, if you do have a higher voice, like you'll feel more comfortable singing higher, so then it's a really good idea to change that one to C major, because they're quite far away for the G and C for singing purposes. Yeah, when it comes to, if you're comfortable with what he sings in there, so, and you can sing along with him, so then it's a good idea to play it in the original key. For me, he sings that song a little bit, obviously our voices are not the same, so yeah, for me, he sings that one a little bit too low. So in any case, let's go to the chorus. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath your breath. You heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. And I'm just finishing there, but if you want to, you can obviously continue. So there was a little bit of a bridge, so after he sings darling, you look perfect tonight, which is not that hard, we're just basically like moving our bass downwards. So we did have over here, so I will just play that C major chord, perfect tonight, and then just to make more of an accent, so I'll just play each chord only once in here. So C major, then we've got G over B bass, so just using the medium note because we want to continue, like I said, so that bass note kind of going downwards. A minor, then it is a G, and then we go down to F. So see, with our lesson it's very, very simple. It's just C, B, A, G, F, going from our tonic down to the subdominant, yeah? From our 1 to our 4 in there. So, and then with the chords themselves, so it is C major, G major over B bass, A minor, then it's G major, F, then we come back to G, we spend a little bit of time in there. If you want, you can play it like a chord and just play with the chord, and then it's back to that C. And again, you can play just the C, you can double it with an octave, you can use another version of that C major chord. It is, as per always, entirely up to us. But the most important thing is just to remember the chords. So here it is. Each chord you do play twice, try singing and playing at the same time, and that's about it. What else? Obviously, yeah, once you're familiar with the chords, and like I said, so I do suggest in the beginning for the verse to play each chord 4 times, then you can start experimenting with the chords. You can add a little bit of an arpeggio somewhere. For instance, I found a love for me, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. A girl. So see, first of all, like with a lot of accompaniments that I suggest, yeah, it's start experimenting with the bass, you add that and beat to it, and then with the chords themselves, you can play them as it is, the chord 2, 3, and then the 4th one, once you start singing, so, because usually you do start singing the next phrase starting on the 4th count, this is where you can just play the chord and just repeat one more note, because it's a good idea to have 4 counts in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or even da 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 if you want to. So here it is. Or you can actually play the arpeggios as well if you want to. I found a love for me, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. I found a girl. I do like actually the chords. Beautiful and sweet, just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Forgot. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. And about that time and mind, you do, I mentioned it before, so you do have a choice. You can play just a G major chord if you want to. Then you can also play C major, G, and C major. So in that particular case, you do play a C major chord 2 times. You can also just save that G as the bass, and it actually sounds really nice, especially at the very end before you go to the chorus itself. You can save that G as the bass, but you can play the chords. So C major, then in that particular case it's going to be C over G bass, C over G. My baby, I'm dancing in the dark, and so on and so forth. So here it is. I hope you like it. So experiment with the song. The most important thing is just to get the chords, just to get the confidence, and then you can start experimenting depending on the accompaniments that you would like. And I do have an accompaniment course a little bit later. So, and I'll put that link in the description. Alright, all the very best.